All right, folks, thanks for tuning in to this episode today. We're out here at Riverbend Resort, Lake of the Woods. So we have out here with an outdoor riders event, and we have the guys from Making Memories. So we're taking some vets and first responders out today as well. So Riverbend Resort, Lake of the Woods, phenomenal fishing. Brandi and Paul, the best hosts ever. Just come out here, give this place a shot. Time to get down some walleye smack on. So we're gonna be in a day shack, maybe move over to a sleeper here this afternoon and see what happens.
Yeah, we put a jig head on there right on that treble hook. Yeah, we crushed that thing. You see how far he followed that, Brian?
Yeah,
He followed it all the way up. What do you think? He hit it what, maybe 10 feet?
Oh yeah,
Maybe
yeah, 10 feet up for about 20.
I followed it all the way up.
Yeah, so yeah, again, cast king, rod and wheel combo. Really, really great setup we have here. So, cool.
Got heavy for a second there. See that? Might have size, but not so much. I think you've been on it a while. Yep. Sauger. Oh, Al's goldfish again.
Slugger. Nice, dude.
Oh, that's a wall. Nope,
Sauger.
Off the dead stick. Just plain hook in the middle. Split shot. Seems to be a pretty decent ticket so far.
It's a pink little, looks like a little bug, I'll show you. Another.
Oh, bigger. That whitefish or two?
Got there another two of it?
Yeah.
It's pretty big. Hey.
Crushed it. Look at that little bug there.
Did you get that one on?
Little finesse bait.
Mud bug looking
Yeah,
thing.
kind of one of those little finesse baits. It just looks good, bro. Yeah, it's a nice little fish.
We got the tulipy hole apparently.
Those things eat very well, or
People smoke them.
people smoke them?
Yeah, no one really fries them up.
Yeah,
They're oily.
they're so fragile. Look how the scales
Mhm.
just come off of these things.
That's a pretty good size one though.
Yeah, it's a nice, beautiful fish.
Okay.
Buddy, your rock species.
Yep.
That's a big booty.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Oh, big fish.
There you go. Oh. All right, guys, so first day is kind of a wrap. We have moved into the sleeper shack, as you can kind of tell behind me. We got beds, table, fold down, holes are right down below there, TV, stove, everything you need. So it's nice and cozy and warm in here. We're gonna try the night bite. Not really a night bite lake so much like the woods, but eel pout, a lot of times we'll bite at night, a little better. Water is cleaner than normal. So we'll see. We'll give a shot, see if we can't get some bigger fish to come through. Today we didn't catch a ton of fish. Loads of fish on the grouse all day, more than I've ever seen. They just wouldn't bite much. We did catch some little ones. I think we kept 4 saugers and walleyes. Got a lot of tulipies and big ones too, which is kind of a surprise. But out of the group, There was a few slot fish caught, 18, a handful. There's buckets of fish that came in. We had a nice little fish fry here for dinner. So we're gonna try the night bite and see how that goes. Then we'll be back on it again tomorrow. Hopefully they're biting a little bit better. But tons and tons of fish around. Just in a little bit of a funk, but that's ice fishing for you. So, all right, so it's the second day. We're out here still on Lake of the Woods. We're in what is called, I believe it's Traverse Bay. So this whole system is really just a big bowl until you go further north, and then you got a ton of islands and rocks and structure and stuff like that. But just a big mud bowl basin. So these are basin walleye. There's perch, there's eelpout, there's pike. A lot of stuff. There's a lot of little fish. There's a huge year class of like 8 and 10 inch walleyes, which is great for the future. But then there's that protected 19.5 to 28 inch slot limit, which you typically will get a lot of those. At least I have in the open water, not as much through the ice. I think out of our group yesterday, one was caught that was like 20, but super healthy, and there's big fish in there. Apparently there's a lot of shiners and there's a lot of tullabies. There's just a ton of bait. And you'll see it come through on the graph here once in a while, but Lake of the Woods is just a huge system, so it's pretty important you know where you're going or get with the guides out at Riverbend. And these shacks are all set up on fish. So there's been nothing but fish coming through the graph all day. You just got to talk them into giving up. And it's been a little tricky. We got a little front coming through, which maybe kind of has them in a funk. But still catching some fish. You're coming out here on these roads, you'll see hundreds, if not thousands, of shacks just scattered all over the place. And it's like I said, it's just a big bay. We're in 32 feet. We move over a couple miles, we're in 30 feet. We move up, I think we get by Pine Island to get up into the 24 foot. So it's really just a giant bowl, mud bottom. The bottom's really soft. So water's clean. It's just cleaner than they said it normally is, and I would agree because I can see about 10 feet deep. Typically this is pretty stained water, which maybe that's why it's kind of a daytime bite, because it's dark down there all the time for these fish. So we'll just stick with it. I got quite a few on the screen and a couple little bit bigger marks. And if we can't get one of these guys. All right, so let me just show you a little bit of what we're doing today. So bite's been a little slow, a little tough. Lots of fish. They're just not reacting to the baits a whole lot. Some are flying in, they're sniffing it, they're kind of even budding into it. Some of the tullabies are biting and some of the smaller walleyes are, but there are definitely some bigger ones down there, so I can see them on my Mega Live coming through the screen. But best thing has probably been just a plain hook, split shot, and minnow. That's kind of cut most of the fish for even the other shacks and guys that are out there right now. I've been doing all right with this as a Owl's goldfish. It's actually the 49er. Full minnow. I'm having better luck on a full minnow than a minnow head. But this thing really gives a good wobble going down, and that's where I see a lot of these fish are coming when I drop this and bring it up really, really high and drop it back down. I was calling these fish in from a little ways away because water's cleaner than normal. So drop that dead stick down, jig and minnow, or just a plain hook and minnow seems to be working good. Caught my eelpout last night and a few others on a Northland glow stick gold. So as you'll see, the Owl's goldfish lure is gold. Gold's pretty much a staple color out here at Lake of the Woods. Golds, reds, the pink's been working good for some guys. But always have some gold in your arsenal for sure when you're coming to Lake of the Woods. For whatever reason, even that crawfish type color, I guess, they seem to like it. So that's been kind of about everybody's consensus is the gold's been kind of their best lure. And there's some small fish out here, but they are not afraid to hit these bigger baits. I think Brett's running a number 7 ripping shad. I don't have any that big. I have some 5s ripping wraps, but they're still whacking it. They're hitting these even 9s. I mean, they're hitting big baits. These 10-inch walleyes are trying to devour those. We have most of our keeper size have 14, 15, 16-inch range of sauger walleye. Have come on jig and wraps or a snap jig or it's a clam tikka, I think is one of the guys using, but the glide bait basically in that number 3, number 5 type size range. So when they are hungry and they're biting, they're pretty aggressive. Otherwise, there's just a whole lot of looky-loos going on. We got major, it's blowing pretty hard today, got pretty cold. Just in a little bit of funk, but literally on my screen right now, there's probably 15 fish cruising through on the bottom. So there's plenty of fish, just got to be on them when they're ready to bite. It might be at 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock, who knows. The night bite wasn't really great, but it was comfy in the sleeper last night. Stayed nice and warm. Caught an eel pout. Just wasn't a lot of movement. For whatever reason, this lake is notorious for being a daytime bite, which is great. Get out here at 8 or 9 in the morning, fish till 4 or 5, and go in, and just have a a good time out here, and not have to worry about all the elements or the super cold and in the dark. But we're in Riverbend's day houses now, and this is a 6-manner. It's got 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 holes in it. Heater, you can set it up to whatever temperature you need it. It is plenty warm and plenty of room. So pretty good little setup. The guys are out there moving some of these, try to find some of these bigger fish. But overall, it's just awesome. Very, very comfortable, big. These guys keep it clean, ton of bait, clean your fish. Cooked them up for us last night, so we had some really good, appetizers. 3 or 4 big baskets of saugers and walleyes to munch on, and I don't know what they're doing to them, but they're damn good. Real light breading, so it was really good. So, and good food all around and good people. So, if you get a chance, look up Paul and Brandi out here at River Bend Resort, Lake of the Woods. I've been here several times. Just phenomenal. There's a ton of resorts out here, but these guys do it right. Going to get you on the ice safe. They got roads. These guys are making paths and clearing them for you. They're guiding. They're bringing you out, bringing you in, and then Matt and the crew, the guys, keeps checking up on you every few hours, checking your bait, seeing what you need any help, giving you their tips on what's been working good for them. And they're out there fishing as well and jumping in once in a while, so they can kind of see what these things like. Nobody knows it better than the guys that are out here doing it every day. So beautiful place, a lot of fish, good fish. So as you can see, the guys behind the scenes are doing all the work. Jason's rigging it up. Matt's lifting the shack up. It takes a lot of effort. These guys got it out here early in the morning, late at night, keeping the fuel in the tanks, making sure the shacks are warm, and moving them, keeping them on fish. So behind the scenes stuff never ends. The guys work hard out here at River Bend, making sure that keeping you guys on fish.
Matt from Riverbend here. As you can see, we're working hard to get you guys on fish, keep you guys on fish, and hopefully make your experience good.
It's a tule.
Yeah, I don't think it's a tule.
I don't either. You guys are in the tule pod. That's what we are.
Well, I saw them dart right over as soon as they went down there. I let them play with it for, nope, the bigger walleye. No.
That's a nice one, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Grab her.
Blow the pizzas. Just like, oh, you get him?
Yeah.
All right.
Little guy, real little
Yeah,
guy.
he's buzzing you.
A whole bunch of them down there now. They're real tiny. I bet he's a little 6-incher or something. Yep.
Whoa, that's a one for the wall.
Yeah.
Bigger than
Bait. Lunkers.
It's a grouper.
Fast. He's bigger than a perch, I think.
Sheephead.
Sheephead.
Why?
Yep.
Sauger.
Sauger.
Oh, we got a lot of
Sauger. folks, so we just wrapped up some awesome fishing at Riverbend Resort. Didn't get a big jumbo perch today. Unfortunately, it came off right at the base of the hole, because go figure, that's how that normally works. Caught a little bit better walleye today. The bite was tough pretty much for everybody. We got a major front coming in right now. But like always, an absolutely good time. And we had the great pleasure of this last few days fishing with the guys over at Making Memories. And you know what? I'm going to just have Mike tell you all about that.
Hey, my name is Mike Farrell. I'm from North Branch, Minnesota. I'm the founder and the president of Memories Made Outdoors here in Minnesota. Basically, what we do is we provide week-long fishing trips for veterans and first responders, and we try to pick the best resorts and the best destinations for the best expectations for our veterans and first responders. You can reach us at memoriesmadeoutdoors.org.